Join me as I try to find Stephen Decatur's grave. I'm pretty sure this is where Stephen Decatur is, so let's find out. Lo and behold, America's darling during the Barbary Wars in the War of 1812, Stephen Decatur. Here is his gravesite. Stephen Decatur was captain of the USS United States in the battle between the United States and the HMS Macdonough during the War of 1812, which the figurehead, could be found at Annapolis, Maryland, the Naval Academy Museum. Well, we made it to the Woodland Cemetery, so time to find Captain David Porter and his son. And I think Charles Stew is in here also, so I should have probably tried looking him up before I came here. The funny thing about the Woodland Cemetery is how it was a very successful cemetery until it fell out the grace of the general public. And so whoever ran the cemetery had this bright idea of, well, hey, let's bury a celebrity here. And so when Captain Porter died, they dug him up from the former Navy asylum here in Philadelphia and buried him somewhere. So yeah, this is going to be a fun time trying to find him. Captain David Porter, or Commodore David Porter, and his son William D. Porter. William D. Porter was a captain during the Civil War, and his father was captain during the War of 1812, but he was a lieutenant during the Barbary Wars. An interesting fact about the two Porters is William Porter, he always wanted to be in his father's graces because David Porter never really cared for his firstborn son. And so, despite David Porter, well, the supposed hatred towards William Porter requested that he be buried alongside his father. And here is David Porter's wife and her daughter. Okay, I am at Laurel Hill Cemetery, and now we're going to try to find Isaac Hall, Captain Isaac Hall. My baby boy Isaac Hall. The little chunky boy from Connecticut. He is in an above ground grave. Above ground because there's slopes here. Because my beloved chunky boy is above everybody else. A defender of American freedom and pioneer of a new nation, he lifted the spirits of the entire nation by defeating the British on the high seas while commanding the USS Constitution, Old Ironsides, in battle with HMS Guerriere on 19th August 1812. He is the American hero who dedicated his life to his country. The Christchurch burial grounds is open now, and so I'm going to try to find William Bainbridge and James Biddle before my phone dies. So we have James Biddle here, who was originally born in Philadelphia, and he is the brother of Nicholas Biddle. I'm kind of surprised that this is James Biddle's resting place because, well, he is from the, oh, this is Charles Biddle. I guess this is his father or something, or somebody. But James Biddle, he's from the Biddle family, who's like one of the richest families in Philadelphia, so I'm surprised that this is his final resting place. And here we have Commodore Thomas Truxtun. Somewhere around here, one of these stones, because they're not legible. I don't know which one he is, but this is the general area of Thomas Truxtun, who could have been the Commodore during the Barbary Wars, but there was a falling out between him and Thomas Jefferson. So, but I mean, Thomas Truxtun, he was the captain of the USS Constellation during the Quasi War, and he mentored a lot of sailors, a lot of future captains, like David Porter. James Biddle was on the ship, on the Constellation. There was Johnson Blakely, who was, when Truxtun was captain of the USS President, Johnson Blakely was on this ship. Same with Lewis Warrington. And here we have Commodore William Bainbridge. There is a huge controversy of William Bainbridge being involved in Stephen Decatur's death with the duel between the Decatur and James Barron duel. But there's some other interesting facts about William Bainbridge. I'll be like, yeah, he was a very capable captain, but he was known for his bad luck, and so it would be hard. A lot of sailors did not like to sail with William Bainbridge because just the kind of captain he was. He was a strict disciplinarian. But this is his final resting place, right here. Here is Captain John Shaw, who was actually the commander of the New Orleans station before Daniel Todd Patterson took over. He was a veteran during the War of 1812. Not a lot is known about Captain John Shaw, really, but he also participated in the Quasi War.